Hope we're all doing well this fine Saturday, the 30th for our DAO call. Pretty exciting stuff happening with all these AI agents running around. Be interesting to see how many there are by this time next year. So anyway, into our snapshot proposal. Thankfully, we have managed to achieve our quorum for most of our proposals. So we have a few closed props here. The enable the collateral withdrawal from the Avagotchis, that SIG prop ended successfully, and now the agip has also ended and made it through. So that is really cool. We made it over the line. So that one closed with 90.68% in favor, and we hit 9.5 million quorum. So congratulations on that one, guys. We also had the SIG prop for defining the DAO director term lengths and process for future elections. That closed on the 23rd. It was also successful, 95% in favor and 11 million quorum. GIP 136, the Avagotchi and Sandbox maintenance renewal and termination, that successfully passed too. 73.79% in favor. Quorum was met at 10 million. And the Gotchi Greeters SIG prop made it through, 59.55% in favor. So that one was a little tight, but we had our 10 million in quorum. And thank you everyone who voted on the renewal and election of the DAO facilitator roles. So that SIG prop was successful, 92.45% in favor, quorum of 9.4, and the agip for that is already up, and there's 2 weeks left on that one. So nice to see some props making their way through, even some with fairly short starting and end dates. So we still have our quorum of gotchis out there. And moving on to the active proposals. So we have the Stratagotchi V3 revised by Lagin. So this one has got around 3 days left, 2 days left. It is currently around 50% in favor and has only got around 7 million in quorum. So there's still a little bit of time, but if you haven't voted yet, please jump in on this one so that we can see the next iterations of Stratagotchi. We also already mentioned agip 137, the collateral withdrawal. That one is good. Agip 138, Gotchi Greeters, currently 77.81% in favor. And this one is working its way towards quorum. It still has a little bit of time left. Let's see, we've got 6.9 million quorum, and you've got till the 11th of December. So hopefully this one will make it over the line too. And defining DAO directors, our agip 139. So that's also finishing on the 11th, currently at 93.19% in favor and 6.8 million in quorum. So on its way, still time for those ones. So if anyone hasn't voted yet, you know what to do. Snapshot is calling. And if you have any last minute questions or need some more information, there are all active threads for each of these that you can jump into and find out what you need to know to make your vote. Yes, please vote. So that is our snapshot review. Nice and busy, and hard to believe we're already at 140 agaps. So our DAO keeps on pumping. So after that though, we have our updates. So we have our Avagotchi autonomous agent. So let me see, do we have Ricky G here? And he's going to come up on stage and let us know what is going on with another one of these agents. Let's see. Do. Are you there, Ricky G? Hmm. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Hi. You hear me,
Hi.
everybody?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yep,
cool.
sound great.
Cool. Sometimes I have problem with mic, so okay, cool guys. Thank you for letting me speak. Basically, we already had a long discussion, right? Also, are you gonna invite Piglet? Maybe you wanna invite him
Wow.
as well.
Always welcome.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that right now.
Yeah, so guys, we wanted to speak about AAA, what is it and how it is. So we were speaking about it like for 40 minutes already. So maybe get to the details. So um, for us, it's difference between the bot that we have here in the chat right now and what is Gochi bot, and it's difference what is AAA. um, that's the first thing, because what we wanted to do is we wanted to align the whole DAO and like pixelcraft, like, because I think what we have here, the Avagochi NFTs, it's amazing, um, like the culture reference, it contains all the crypto culture and everything, and I think it would be awesome to have this alive AI that actually like role play Avagochi, and then you can say, okay, what's the like identity behind Avagochi. So I think we kind of build it correctly, what it is. We have some template for it, and I think it's kind of funny, like how his answers and everything. And uh, that's virtuals basically. And then because we wanted to align, so what's the first product, right? So we have this AA in Twitter, in Telegram, and like what would be the first product we want to build. And so we were speaking, okay, so let's do Discord integration, and so that's GochiBot AI. So that's like the first product, basically we have, and it's about like having this AI that actually understand the everything Avagochi, and it's basically it should be onboarding tool basically for new people. But it doesn't contain the character of AA right now. So that's what I wanted to say. We can make it when, because still the virtuals is still the new tech, and like we're still learning how to work with it. And so, for example, right now, our Gochi bot, the Gochi bot AI has the data sets, all the like this Avagochi data sets, like all the like variables and everything. But the AAA doesn't right now. So there's lots of work. Kodrinan was speaking about it, and it's hard to explain really, like behind the like how it works behind the scenes. But yeah, it's only two weeks old now, so we're really working on it, and um, hopefully you're gonna love it in time. I just wanted to explain all the information that we were speaking before, basically, because it wasn't clear that it's difference between bot and between AAA. So I wanted to make sure that you understand that it's not the same.
So what is your vision for your AA
Yeah.
bot?
So
Like,
yeah. So yeah. And Piglet, if you want to speak, you can speak as well. So what I think, and maybe so this would be nice to tell. So how it begins. So I had really shitty day in the work, and I came home, and came to like a Discord, and I was like, hey guys, like there is this AA thing going on. Like, shouldn't like DAO start something? And then Piglet just like started this thing, right? And we were started to chat, and then like everything went loose, like community really ate in. and we were like, wow, that's pretty epic. And we don't even have like many tokens, right? I mean, it's very like it was very organic. So for example, today there was a big dump, and actually the virtual whale dumped all the tokens. At least we think, because it's like this Jorge guy, and like he get rid of it completely right now. So we have like, I think we have really like nice structure. Also, like who owns it? I think it's mostly Gochi Gang, but we're getting like attention uh, from everywhere right now. Okay, but let's back to the what we were speaking about, the division. So this is how it started, and then like we get together with Piglet and we started to talk like what we can build, and I think it's amazing opportunity to us to get out of our little like a little nest. We're inside a bubble, and I think this could really like, if we supported like everybody, like DAO, Pixelcraft, and the whole the community, I think we can get out of the bubble. So we want to make him like a NFT icon, or let's say like an icon of Twitter, like because it could have really deep personality, and so that's what we want to do on Twitter. So basically, you would understand. So for each app or each integration, there's different behaviors you can like give him and talk to him. And right now, the virtual model doesn't have direct integration to Discord. So that's why we had to build a different model for Discord. That's why it's not the same personality and everything. We haven't been focused on that. We focus on having an onboarding tool for Discord. And we were briefly speaking about like what it could do for community inside. So we're gonna build on GochiBot AI. We're gonna build, because we already have template for this awesome personality. And what we are gonna build is that you connect wallet, you choose your Gochi, and it's gonna give you like, you're gonna connect basically with your Gochi. Like it gonna have like your on-chain trades, gonna like do this personality, because we already have the personality template. So it will just like fill the on-chain data to this like personality template. It's gonna behave this way. So that's the vision for the community. And then we have vision for a Twitter, and we need to build a vision for each integration. But overall, I think this is a great opportunity for us to have something to scream outside of our bubble. And yeah, so this is
Very
my
cool. Yeah, he's
thinking.
definitely doing plenty of talking on Twitter already. It's really
Yeah,
cool
guys,
to
tag him.
see.
That's important to tag him. When you tag him, he's gonna answer. So, and we were, for 1 week we had problems with this feature, and we figured it out. The virtuals figured it out. So we speaking with the virtuals team and everything, and it started to chat to people. So it was pretty awesome, like seeing it. And like because what we can do, you would imagine, like we just gave him this persona, and then what we can do, we can give him goals. So we're trying to give him, we cannot, like, we don't have power over what he says. So sometimes it's a little corny, sometimes I'm like, gosh, and sometimes I'm pretty like amazed how it reacted. Like we don't have control over it. Only thing what we can do, we can just like give it goals. So if there is some like for example, like some new trend, or we can say pick a fight. So he picked a fight with this guy, this Pug, or what was it? I wasn't even sure what it is, So I was looking at, and he's interacting with other agents. We're not doing it. It does it by itself. So yeah, and then like, so we started the private Discord. It's private. Like we trying to like manage the project over there, to keep us focused. And yeah, so I'm the part of the team. Piglet is working in Wide Ranger basically, and we're building ourselves right now. But for sure, I wanted to ask if we have maybe in community some like maybe psychologies or something. But honestly, like what Wide Ranger said, like you can speak to it directly with the Discord, what we have in Discord, and like you can get like if you wanna like work on something, it could push you with the good direction, so you can do a lot of research by yourself. But it's a lot of work, but we love it, and I think it's fun to work on it. Like I'm laughing all the day with guys on the Discord because Wide Ranger was building this Twitter bot, which we didn't post the link, but we already have it. So you can just write like, give me the tweet, and it will write you like 4 kind of tweets, and you can use it. If you wanna like make some cool Gochi team tweet, we already have tool for that as well. So it's yeah, we're gonna work on it, guys. So if you wanna hop in on a token and make it go viral, just tag it on Twitter and hop on. And like I really think like there's nobody big that could dump. Like everybody's Gochi gang, like big players now. So
So where do we go to get the gotchi, the token there for anyone that hasn't
we have
discovered
this.
it yet?
Yeah. So we have this page, right? So you can go from GochiBot AI, or you can just go directly to Virtuo's app, to his profile. And yeah, so basically also, so if you look at this profile here at Virtuos, it's like forum, and it's different behavior than what we have for Twitter. Because it's like in this forum, we wish it would be more like when it gets all the data sets we want, then it will be more like you know basically Discord bot with a sassy personality, with his personality. And then the Twitter is just pure shit poster, maybe, and like whatever we want to build it. So but we don't control it, so it's really hit or miss. We already like updated personality, like not personality, but what we tried to do during the 2 weeks was like deepening the personality, and I think it tells like it's getting better. So
Definitely, you can definitely see it evolving slowly but surely. But as far as the different platforms go, so the Discord persona, is that kind of aiming it to new people or people looking for information and trying to catch up
yes, like
on what?
because if we give Discord and we're not able to give Discord like what we have in Virtuos right now exactly, but
Mm-hmm,
we will in the future. So, but just imagine, okay? So you have this personality on Twitter, and imagine he's trying to onboard somebody. Like he's gonna talk like Gen Z, like I don't know. Like we can try, what's gonna happen, but I don't think that would be like best onboarding tool if you really wanna like ask some question.
mm-hmm,
But we can try for sure. I mean, that's like whatever community wants. Like do you want to have this personality on Discord? And I think it would be awesome. Like for example, like what we have, like we can so you're prompting. So right now we're prompting the agent to speak. But what we can do, we can have him roam, and he can just like choose whenever like he wanna answer to. We don't have to prompt him, and like we can choose, you're speaking too long, so try to be more, like concise, and
mm-hmm,
like all of this stuff. So it's really about tweaking, about setting the right strategy for each integration. But for me, the one inside our Discord is more onboarding tool, and the
mm-hmm,
one that is on Twitter, it's more like make waves outside of our bubble. And then there's lots of other ideas we have, right? So there's a roadmap. Piglet was giving you roadmap, so you can check roadmap, like what we plan to do. we definitely gonna do like video and voice. We wanna stream. We're gonna go to TikTok. We're brainstorming the Farcaster integration. So there is so much we can do with it. Like basically, it could become like key opinion leader, for NFT space, and pick fights with NFTs. Like it could make fun with DGods, moving and everything like this. If you learn him, we need to learn him the tweets and all this stuff. And like the sky's the limit, really. Like we have already so much ideas, but in order to go forward, you need to be focused. So we need to focus for each, like what we want to do. So we're doing, like really, we're doing like we're basically working. Like we have fun doing it, but we're really working, and I'm really captivated by it. And yeah, we want to keep pushing, but we need to focus on each, like each task we have, and go forward with it, and step by step, you're gonna go somewhere. So
That's awesome to hear. You guys are clearly passionate about it, and it's nice to see the community coming together to make the agents and support them on in Discord and on Twitter and wherever else they may appear in the future. And seeing as it seems to be the kind of the meta at the minute to have AI agents roaming, it's definitely good timing and not
yeah,
unusual for.
I actually think like there's new meta forming. So I think, and Twitter is a little bit bubble as well, like this crypto bubble.
Mhm,
But
for
I think
sure.
there's new meta like being brewed, and more people will flock from maybe meme coins to AI agents, and they're gonna like take up more mind share on Twitter. And so I think it's really good thing that we're kind of early, and we already like getting um, like for sure, I'm pretty sure that some people that went here, like new people to Discord, are because of our agent. I'm pretty sure of it. And yeah, we need to keep pushing for it.
For sure. And
So yeah, tag him, make him go viral, and like, and then talk a price. So basically, like when we get, so we're gonna get blue check mark on the Twitter, and when we reach certain point, we're gonna get like mm, revenue from Twitter, and the revenue is gonna burn tokens. You know, so
very
there is
cool.
definitely like revenue stream, or also thinking about tokenomics, like how we're gonna do it. But I more consider it to be like meme token or something more in this sense. And but there's definitely going, like we're trying to make it that there would be this revenue, and this talking with the gochi as your character is going to be token gated for sure. So there's a lot of agents doing it, like they have some kind of utility, and it's token gated. So yeah.
Very cool. Are there any
And
other platforms you have your eye on other than Discord and Twitter for down the line? Because I know
yeah,
it's
we're
only just
we're in
new.
Telegram as well. So and it's
Telegram.
busting actually. There's like, I don't know, like 200 people already, like like a lot. So Telegram
Very
as
cool.
well, and then we see what Virtual is bringing. But Virtuals is also like, I think they didn't expect to go up so massively, and I think like they are working hard, and like there is this builders Telegram group, and it's also like busy, very busy with all the builders. So uh I think like because they already reached like certain like big market cap, I think they're gonna continue and improve. And I'm pretty sure like we're not like they're gonna also update like they're gonna keep updating also the like the motto, the inner, like there is, for example, llama. So right now it's llama, but they're gonna like, you can see they're updating through the time the models. So I think they're gonna go further. So we're on the good platform. I'm pretty sure we're on the good platform.
Very cool. Was there anything you wanted to add, like Piglet? You've been playing with this one a lot as well, so
Um, I think just more that our North Star is to, have a wallet for this thing. It's gonna be streaming. We're gonna have like a 3D model for it. So it's really meant to be like your guide to Web3 gaming. It's gonna start with Avagachi, but kind of want to make it this character that it has its hand in everything. It kind of plays whatever games it wants to play. I don't really want to dictate what it does in that regard. Once it gets to that point, obviously we'll start it with Avagachi and give it all that knowledge, so it'll probably play a lot of Avagachi games since that's what it knows. But like I plan to, give it more data sets on other things that I play, other games that I think that are interesting. Some plans to kind of give it a maybe a little Oracle-y vibe, get some NFT market data, and sooner rather than later be able to ask it, is the price of this water jug, good or not? Akin to gotcha deals. So we are cooking. This was a bit unexpected. We're 11 days deep, but we're gonna make it happen. I'm super excited. That's really about it.
Yeah, that's a good point. So basically, what we're thinking is to have this like Gochi singularity. So all the tools, and like I respect all the builders and everything. It's great, but we have AI here, and basically I think we can like all the tools we have, it could contain. So that's where we basically also try to go to so it would be like everything in like one, so you don't have to like roam around. But for sure it's nice to have visualization, right? It's different when it's write something and different when it gives you some visualization. So it's not like tools we have are not important. They are, but we can teach it a lot.
sounds like it's going to be really, well, really versatile what we can do, what you guys can make these agents do or give them the skills to do. Um, it's going to be a really exciting time. I'm looking forward to it. And we're only, like you said, 11 days in, and things are already cooking nice and fast. And I can't wait to see where this ends up. And I think it'd be great for the Discord to have something to help onboard new Gotchi gang and help with the basic questions and introducing them to our little rabbit hole. And it's definitely interesting watching the posting on Twitter and
Yeah,
wherever else you
so
may
the
end up.
thing is, guys, have all the documentation be really good. For example, Gochi Butler is not updated, I think, because if we want to learn it, then we need to, because when he's talking like, bullshit or, like not good information, it's also sometimes because we have like wrong documentation and we need to, give him like better instruction, like this is wrong information, and all kind of like this thing. So really like get your documentation in line because we're gonna get all the documentation we want for everything, and if it's not there, then it's complicated to to create it. So just the information.
Very cool. Oh dear. So that's awesome to hear, guys, and I look forward to seeing the evolution of our little agent who will always be lurking now. Fun times. So if anyone has any more questions or comments about the agent, let us know. Otherwise, I might jump into the
Yeah, let me.
next.
I did want to like tell people like what we're doing right now. Having an AI in a group chat that we're all interacting with, and I'm gonna download these chats and add it to its brain. Like, I don't know of anyone doing any group chat AI anything right now. So I just anecdotally, like anyone that was a part of this, like this is the future. So the more you can get your brain wired this way and learn what we can do with all this stuff, the better all of us will be moving forward in the future as all this technology rolls out.
It definitely feels like it's the next wave of something that's going to be the new normal. Awesome. Well, thanks very much, guys, and keep on cooking. You guys are doing a great job. But our next topic we have is with Supreme Pablo, and he has some Go Ball he would like to talk about. So let's see if I can find him here. Can you raise your hand, sir? There we go. Are you there, Supreme Pablo? Maybe off making coffee. Well, I'll give him a few minutes to jump back to his device, wherever he's hiding. I mean, that was our last main topic. Oh, he's dropped out. Looks like he's having a Discord day. All right, well, we'll give him a few minutes to hopefully sort through his tech issues there. But I'll just quickly touch on what Coder Dan brought up. I know it was mentioned in the Hangout already, but we had the questions on how we want to bridge wearables from Polygon to Geist, whether they go separately, whether they have to be worn by a gotchi to make the journey. So if there's anyone that has any feedback one way or the other, there was some discussion in the Gotcha Gang chat already to go through the few options to make sure
Yeah,
everything works out.
I think it's probably best to just have them separate. I didn't put that as one of the options, but I thought about it at dinner. That actually my original plan was to just have them separate, and then we tried to do them bridging with wearables, and it added in a lot of extra complexity, honestly. And then the final straw was discovering that this accounting issue would make it even more complicated. So I think it's best to just circle back and go with the original plan, which is to separate the gotchi from its wearables when you're bridging it, and then kind of like you're going through TSA. You got to take your shoes off, go through the check, and then you can get your stuff after you arrive on Geist. I think that'll be the easiest for everyone and the safest as well.
I'm already picturing some pixel art version of the gotchis going through the gates and stripping. I think it's going to be fun, but it makes sense. Make a bridging. Oh dear. So, does anyone else have any other news they wanted to bring up? Before Supreme Pablo is having mic issues, so we'll give him a bit more time. But I mean, there's been a lot going on, but it's also now's the season to get distracted as well with the time of year and with the bull market picking up finally. So, is there anything else anyone had? I mean, we had a few updates from some of our other DAO funded games. So I don't know if anyone has been keeping tabs on the other games, but let me just pull it up here. We have let me see. Oh, hello. Hooray, welcome. You made it. No, you're good. I know I haven't. Cool. I see a link.
around the district play these games, and I'm just like, there's this whole new world of gaming, and it just won't be go ball that esports can or will, because you got your gotchi guardian, so maybe I could open up the doorway to kids being in, because in the actuality, I don't know what target audience, because we're a lot of older people, not too many kids play these gotchi games, but if you could make a at least a standalone demo game that you could put in front of them, hey, I talk to teachers all day and I'm like, hey, it's this gotchi game, it's the whole world is crypto, and they look at me like I'm stupid, like, you play crypto games, okay, go back to your job. I'm like, oh shoot, all right, whatever.
I know the feeling. It's always fun telling someone that you play crypto games. They just give you two weird looks in one go.
Right, it's like all you gotta do is download the game, I'm telling you, it's fun. No, I don't do that. I was like, all right, whatever.
But yeah, I'm definitely with you on trying to have something that is marketed towards and for kids, because I think IP wise, Avocado is just perfect for them. It's cute, it's fun, it's friendly, and there are so many options for how we can tailor it to the younger generations. So I mean, I'm all behind that, and just to find a nice
Yeah.
non tacky way of doing it. But yeah,
Yeah, so I
it's
mean, I told him, I was like, we could pick up discussion on it again, and if within a week, it's more positive, and just we could have more discussions in the Go Ball chat or forum, and I'll write a prop if somebody wants to help me write a prop. We wouldn't be asking for much. I don't. I would PDF his resume, but I don't want to do that. If you want to come in the chat, I'll tell him to come in the chat, and he can answer some questions or whatnot. But yeah, I'm within a week, I'm gonna decide if I should write a prop, because I told him about ETH Denver and how he could showcase the game. We could go out there, I could get away from my kids and my wife for a little bit and play some video games and whatnot. By ETH Denver when it had like a full demo ready.
very cool. So, I mean, you've got your thread there already. I've just let me get back into it. And so your goal was, what were the sports? It was soccer, basketball, and ultimate frisbee. Sounds like fun. So I can see that it's already gaining a bit of activity and discussion going on. I don't see any reason why we can't jump into making a prop for this one fairly soon. It does sound like fun. Was there
Oh
anything
shoot.
you were hoping feedback wise, or
Oh yeah, I mean, just give me some feedback in the thread. I'm always open, to whatever, because he gave me his tells me, because he didn't want to do it because he wants to get paid for his work. So he got a game with some gaming studio doing a casino games, and I was like, hey, I know I could try to get you paid, but I'm paying out of pocket, for him to do it. So I mean, if I put the prop together, if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, then it's on to the next game.
makes sense? But
Yeah.
I mean, props have been managing to make it over the line lately. Definitely, as long as you try not to go for a 1 week prop, but 10
Yeah.
days and above seems to be fairly safe.
Yeah. Well, shoot, I want to
So,
thank you guys for your time.
Not a problem. Thank you for your service. And we've always, it's the community that makes Avalachi so amazing with all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes and behind closed doors. And then suddenly we get some new game or product or app or who knows what suddenly appears and we're off again. So it keeps it fun around here. Thank you.
All right.
So if anyone wants to see some more Go Ball or get into the nitty gritty of what it could be, jump in the thread and get your ideas out there. And it looks like we might be seeing this one hitting Snapshot in the not too distant future. Awesome. So, anything else that's been on anyone's mind? I've been keeping an eye on the forums. It looks like we're going to have a prop for the next rarity farming season coming fairly soon. I haven't seen any major changes are not really on the cards for the next seasons, but we also have a thread discussing the seasons after that and how we want to lock in the last known funded seasons and what the options are for beyond that and how to change them, restructure, or other ways of funding. We've also got some more marketing pushes coming out. And hello, sir.
Sorry, guys. Hot mic. Hey guys, I'm just gonna jump in real quick here. I had to sneak away. I was in the middle of a party in the middle of the desert. Actually, that's why I couldn't be present the whole talk. But I just wanted to. There we go. I just wanted to share something with you guys real quick that I've been working on in the past week or so, as the proposals are going on. I mean, I've been reading the comments, and it's looking like the vote is kind of like around 50-50. I haven't rechecked it much today, but it was about 50-50 last time I checked it. And yeah, I'm actually kind of pleasantly surprised that that it got that many votes, and it's making me pretty optimistic that with a little bit of tweaking to the structure of the plan, that hopefully it'll go through. So I wanted to just share with you guys this little graphic here that I made. 1 second. Yeah, Kuwaiti Burning Man, exactly. Literally, it's kind of like that. It's like 3 people's birthday parties and like a post-wedding party in one. So it's kind of pretty much like that. Okay, so this is the. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
I can't hear anymore.
Yep, you sound good.
Okay. Yeah, so this is the monetization loop. People were talking about where's the ROI on the prop, and as you guys know, like I presented the full plan that kind of it became kind of obvious that like it would be too much to for the DAO to kind of commit. They kind of wanted me to break it up, so I broke it up, and I chose to like go for like completing the game play stuff, the PvP, and all that. And it seems that the DAO was more hoping to get straight into monetization. People were questioning whether we should even invest more money before seeing if the game generates profits. And my answer to that was that, of course, it will not generate anything because we haven't built those mechanics in yet. So I'm actually I'm glad that this happened kind of in a way, because I kind of feel better about this plan, mainly because what happens is that if you guys remember the whole concept of the map maker and the building blocks, we applied it to the game modes that we have existing currently, which is single player, namely. And it's much better than doing it through PvP, simply because it's hard to find a PvP game, right? So if you attach the monetization loop to the single player missions, it actually makes a lot more sense. And here's the loop. Basically, what it revolves around this jackpot. that you have the players and you have creators. So the whole economy is going to be like driven by these user generated maps. Um, the community is going to basically make all the content for the game. Um, and yeah, basically the players are going to pay a fee to attempt these missions, and there's always going to be a chance for them to hit a jackpot. So that's going to be the incentive that drives this whole thing. And basically, like the idea that I had was to like seed it from a like it would cost about 10,000. I think it was 10,950 ghosts for the entire year to have 30 ghosts per day, like bonus to the jackpot coming in every day. So that would incentivize players to play and spend to play, and then the loop would eventually create revenue. Um, it's basically I mean, we've seen the Alchemica spending competition. It works. The concept: spend money to win money. It works as a concept. So this is like that on steroids. It's just like a few more moving parts. It uses the Strategachi game, a map maker, lots of cool stuff. Incentivizes people to buy these building blocks, which is going to be a huge another like revenue generation and big awareness generation mechanism. Um, so yeah, guys, that's it. And again, about the prop, I kind of expect that it's gonna fail, and then in the next, I think it finishes in 2 days. So yeah, I'm working on the next restructuring, and it's gonna be based around this. So I'll probably be resubmitting sometime in the next week.
Awesome. Well, that sounds cool that even if this one doesn't make it through, you'll tweak it and go for another one. Because I remember listening to some of the discussion earlier and thinking, people were saying, why'd you do this or why didn't you do that? And you were like, well, I have, but I just didn't actually mention it up front or, things like that. So it feels a little bit like it's mainly just a communication breakdown. And that, because I mean, you've thought of, this is not this is detailed, like you've thought about this from multiple different angles. So it's really just a matter of getting it out on paper and highlighting the bits that people are really looking for. And I think eventually we'll get this one over the line, because I've yet to hear anyone complaining about Strategachi. It is a very polished looking game so far, and I look forward to seeing future versions and more features. And a jackpot does sound like
Yeah,
something that could work.
awesome. Thank you very much.
So
If there's any questions, I'm gonna be in here for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go back to the party, guys.
yeah,
So
just for clarity, dude. The first prop, like when you put the proposal up originally, there was that focus on the map maker aspect, and that's to have the user generated content for the game. It kind of, like you were saying, it works that loop of like having people participate more, and then through participating more, making the rewards bigger. Just like a
yeah,
all around incentivization loop. And then when it got a lot of pushback very early on, you took that prop down pretty early, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
the one that we
yeah.
see right now, does it include the map maker or not?
No, it does not. It does not.
Okay, right. So can you
Yeah,
just talk a little bit about that, and what the change is going to be from if this one fails to the next version that we see?
yeah. So basically, it kind of the next version would be like everything else that was in the original prop, minus the PvP. So rather than like spending all those resources on building out PvP mode, we go straight into the rest of the prop that brings back ROI and has a lot of marketability and lots of like events that we can generate some good awareness and money from. So without the need for PvP, and if PvP is deemed needful later on, then we could always add it. But I think to get into what we want, which is ROI, clearly that's been the majority of the feedback. Yeah, this is the plan, and I think it works. It's kind of nice and sweet and simple, and it's got some cool stuff that'll be fun for the community and for attracting new people, I think, too.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. The map maker side of things definitely was interesting. And I know there are some people that are very keen on seeing that come through. So, yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on the thread to see how things turn out over the next few days. We've got the 2nd of December for this snapshot to end, currently 51.73% in favor, or against,
So
sorry,
not in favor of that,
48. Yeah,
vote came in today for the no. That was the last I checked.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I felt like
So
some big
it's,
voters were holding out, so I kind of got the message, and it's cool because it's hard to get the feedback. Like there's like 4 people talking in the chat, and not all of them have voting power. You know what I mean? So it's like really the only way to flush out the real opinions is push the vote and listen to the comments. And I think it became like abundantly clear. And just the fact that like I reached pretty close to 50-50, to me, that's like, wow, thank you very much. I know we're doing something right. And yeah, like this is exactly what happened in the original Stratagachi. That was a completely different game, and I have the same feeling now, which is, you almost got it, but you just gotta tighten a couple screws up, and I think I think I know the way now. So looking forward to the
awesome.
next.
I'm looking forward to it too. I mean, this started as a board game, and look where we are already. So I'm sure you'll be able to tweak this proposal over the line, and I look forward to seeing that.
Thank you very much. All right, guys.
No
Thank you for
worries.
having me.
Thanks for coming up.
All right. Bye bye.
And I see we have someone else up on stage. Ruby Red River, did you want to jump on?
To be really honest, just been a while since I've been on one of the regular uh, hangouts on the weekends. What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing on this weekend? Usually I'd tune in and I'd be on the computer, sort of farming off my gotchi plot. Yeah,
Good, man.
I
How are you?
not
see you.
too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. I haven't gone to the recent props for I think the last week or so, because usually I just moved into a place and this was like tooth and claw. So the problem, I moved into the place and immediately my first problem was, let me hook up my damn desktop because there was internet somewhere in here. So as soon as I got it up, I was able to hook up and get to work. So I was both on Telegram and uh, pretty much for the last like 11, 12 days straight, just like working. So been very out of touch. But pretty much I've been finding out everything I need to just by being the fly on the wall. So it's all good. I think I had an earlier question to ask, but that was pretty much explained away. So yeah. Otherwise, I'm just hoping also to get maybe a new desktop rig because that's one of the things that sort of held me back from trying to get into Geist and see what was going along there.
I feel your pain with that one. My computer has definitely reached decrepit stage now and is
Yeah, mine is
hanging on
about.
by a thread.
I didn't even realize what I like because I was just kind of like just doing systems check stuff in one of the apps, and I went to like a program that lists all the Macs and stuff, and I like, oh shit, this computer's from like 2012. Wow, okay, yeah. So
You're in the
yeah,
same boat as me. Congratulations.
there you go. I think my like the bang for the buck. I'm gonna try and do my taxes this week and catch up because I got 1 year. Usually I like to batch them up and then just take from that. But hopefully I'm crossing fingers. I might have enough like when I go after due taxes this week that I could go and check out one of the new because I'm a Mac Mini freak, so they just brought out this new line, a bunch of them, and their starting line up here, at least in Canada and Ontario where I'm at. I think it'll probably start at 7, so I could probably do that 7 or 8, and that's like it's a good enough machine. I know that I probably won't have to pick another one up for probably another 5, 6, 7 years or whatever. But who knows the way technology's going and stuff. I do have one question though for anybody who could answer, just on the fan side of things, because I know a lot of people are sort of 50-50 with PFPs, and a lot other people are more shifting those instead of like NFT collections per se to more like art or like one-on-ones and stuff closer to their own identity. I was just wondering when 3D gotchi is, when are we going to have the ability to have those things in our wallets, like 3D versions of our little guys, so we can look at them?
We got the 3D gotchi verse coming out. The first time that anyone's going to be able to play in it is actually coming up next weekend. And so yeah, you'll be able to jump into the 3D gotchi verse and use your NFT gotchi and see other players, emote, hang out. So that's coming up very quickly, actually. And in
Beautiful.
your wallet itself, I don't know if we'll ever have like the way that we're kind of treating gotchis is like you own the gotchi NFT, you own all the different types of gotchi. So the 3D one, eventually we'll have the voxel SDK that Bin Laden has been working on. There's like they're not going to be like NFTs themselves, but you own that one Avagachi, and it kind of unlocks all of them in different situations.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're closing in to finally getting 3D gotchis live.
Yeah. Because there's so much action with it happening all over the place, especially in a couple other groups I've been in and stuff like that. So I didn't know if it was a trend. It almost seems like it's a kind of a trend, if you ask me, in a sort of way. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello to everybody, and yeah, I'm just going to be hanging out and being the fly on the wall like I usually am. Get my life back
Cool.
together.
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah,
Really.
awesome to hear from an OG. Very cool. This launch party, Coder Dan, is this the one that we're going to be able to time travel to in the future?
So I think Jesse probably talked about that on a hangout.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that that's in this version. I think it's just the gotchi verse as it is today.
Cool.
I think they're still planning to do that, but it won't be in this like iteration because it's kind of the first time. The idea with
Yeah.
that is that you can, if you miss the party, you can like go back and relive it as it was at that time. But yeah, I'm not sure if that made it into the final build this time.
No worries, no worries. I must say, I really like the idea of that, and I'm assuming a long time into the future, maybe there'll be other things that we can do where we can go back in time to pre-Geist, and we'll be like back into the pixelated ages. I don't know. I just love this time travel concept we've got coming.
Yeah, I think it's pretty neat. It's very fitting of a blockchain to be able to kind of travel between blocks.
For sure. Did we ever nail down what's happening with glitter as far as time or how much time? Because I remember on Polygon, the block time was kind of set, but on Geist, it's as demand.
Yeah, we've been really focused on the bridging, so haven't spent a ton of brain power on that problem, but we'll make sure that whatever we end up using for that, it'll be roughly equivalent to what it is on Polygon.
Well, makes sense. Awesome. Well, I don't have anything else. Does anyone else have anything they wanted to mention or jump up? Because I'm not seeing anything particularly in the chat. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming, everyone that came up on stage, everyone that's been posting proposals and voting on proposals. It's really cool to see Snapshot's so busy these days, and us reaching quorum as well. So exciting times coming. Looking forward to seeing more rolling out from Pixelcraft and jumping back into the Gotchiverse and seeing the new look and where we will be taken next year. So awesome. Thanks very much, everyone that's joined us today, and we will see you all next week.
All right. Thanks for hosting.
No
Yep.
problem.
Thanks,
Ciao,
everybody.
guys.
Thanks, Florence. See you guys
Yeah.
next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.
See you in the Gotchiverse.